Okay, so it's the 27th of November. Apologies if you can hear the fans of my laptop going, but it's busy converting some videos to MP4 from MKVs, so yeah. So a bit of context for this, if you haven't seen my previous items to unbox, basically my TV, my LG B9 OLED TV has gotten a black dot on it, and contacted FedEx about it, and they're going to send me, when it comes back in stock, a 2024 equivalent model, essentially. But there's been some issues. There's been some issues happening. So number one is, I knew on the new TV, in fact all modern TVs, I think, none of them have headphone jacks, which is why I've got it down here somewhere. I got I think it's in there. Yeah, this is it. This is it, I think. Let me double check. Yep. That's an optical to 3.5mm jack adapter, because I like to use wired headphones with my TV and also connect it to some wired speakers. And that's my old hi-fi unit. But anyway, since I wanted to use earphones, wired earphones particularly with it, because I have been using Bluetooth earphones with my TV, and I'll for the past couple of days, and I'll explain why I've bloody hated every minute of it. But anyway, this is what I bought. It was a couple of £2 on Amazon. And what this is, in order to use it, because the optical is only a line out, and that, whereas this will give me a volume control for the earphones. So yeah, it's also handy if your earphones themselves, if you got some headphones or earphones, you know, and they're wired ones and they don't have a volume control. And a little volume control. I wish, you know, I'd gotten these at a time. It's not very, it is very cheap, flimsy thing, and I don't know how long it'll last, but you know, it was something quick to do the job. So yeah, there's that, which I'll just attach to my earphones. Something I wasn't planning on doing is replacing the cable that goes from the TV up to the hi-fi unit. In fact, I'll get it here. So this is a cable I've been using for many years. It's just a headphone extender that goes from the TV, the current TV. But unfortunately, it's broke. Here you can see splitting the cable there. And basically what's happened over the years is this cable has gotten quite hard and brittle. And I think what's happened with that is it's also tried to, I don't know whether it's been bent, where it's been bent. It hasn't really bent that much, because normally it's straight like that. But I think what's happened is either it got bent at one point, or possibly as well that the plastic, the outer plastic of the cables tried to shrink, which does happen. And that's happened to it, I don't know, but regardless, this happened one night, so it meant basically the next day, you know, I had to use Bluetooth earphones connected to the TV, which isn't brilliant because they are very susceptible to interference and that. Like putting my hand in front of my head like that, or if I just do that, like I do that sometimes, so I'm lying down on bed, something like that can interfere with the Bluetooth signal with the TV. So it isn't great. Hopefully it'll be better on the next one, I don't know. But also, the Bluetooth output is not very high. It, you know, on some stuff it's fine, but on others I want it to get a bit louder. But then when it came to my speakers, thankfully I did find one of my old Bluetooth adapters, so that was able to work with it. But then something else happened the other day, the same night actually, at 1 o'clock in the morning, which I'm going to have to turn the camera around for. So, you might remember when I unboxed this, which is a, what's it called again? Over-the-door organiser, where basically this came off and fell off at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And now, partly my fault, but also partly it was a bit shit shitty product. Basically, I don't know if you can see me just up there. I don't know if you can see just there or not. But it was held up initially by 3 hooks, and one of them broke off there. In fact, here they are. These are the hooks that it used. Cancel that tracking. I don't want to track anything. This is the hook that it used. All 3 of them, and these are really cheap, flimsy ones. So what I've done is, with the 2 that are remaining, I've replaced the hooks on them, but also I've only put like standard 4K Blu-rays in there, and a couple of Blu-rays here and there in there, because before it mainly just had like steel books, which, you know, obviously were weighing it down considerably. Ooh, where's the zooming going on this? It's all over the place. There we go. So I've replaced them, and that because I was thinking of, you know, I was thinking, oh, should I buy a new one if it's going to fall again? But hopefully with that, replacing it with some better hooks and that, and also making it a lot lighter by not having any steel books, just standard 4K blues in there. The coloring's gone a bit off. And there we go, a bit better. So yeah. Anyway, so I needed to buy a new extension cable. I couldn't remember whether the one I got, this one, I couldn't remember whether this was a 3-meter one. No, sorry, a 5-meter one or not. I'm pretty sure it's 5-meter. I could have gone for the 10-meter one, and that if I wanted to, but I thought that would be far too long. So I just went for the 5-meter, and looking at this, yeah, this will be more than long enough. So yeah, here it is in its little bag. And I had a look at various different ones. And I went for this one in particular because this one is just a single cable. Whereas this one is a double cable, it's a dual cable for left and right audio, whereas this is all in one, and it's considerably, I think it's considerably lighter as well. So basically, what would happen on a night is plug this into here, then plug my earphones into there. That's how I watch TV at night. And then during the day, this will be connected to my old little hi-fi up there, which has some pretty decent speakers. It is a Sony, so yeah, I'll just connect that all together there like that, just for now, because I'm not going to bother wiring this up, because the current cable and that basically goes round the bed all the way down, and then is like tucked in all the way around the side and up by the TV. I'm not going to bother doing that yet, because, well, you know, hopefully I'll get the new TV soon. So yeah. Also, if this is boring to people, apologies, but you know, something I want to talk about. I need to vent. I need to vent my frustrations. Also, if anyone knows how to easily, and I say easily, rip 4K Blu-rays with Make MKV and maintain the Dolby Vision without having to use 3 different programs, go into command prompt, do a bunch of other things, please let me know, 'cause I've been trying for years now. And yeah, it's just really complicated. And when you ask anyone to explain it to you, they either don't, or if they do, they very vaguely explain it and expect you to already know. So if anyone does know, and I mean like as in very simply, you know, I don't want a convoluted process, because I do, you know, I know DVD Fab does it, but I'm not paying for DVD Fab. And that DVD fab, you can just rip it, you know, as an MKV or an MP4 file and maintain the Dolby Vision. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, basically when you rip a 4K Blu-ray, Dolby Vision is stored in a different layer on a 4K Blu-ray than it is, say, on a streaming service. It's stored in, I think, layer 7 on a 4K Blu-ray and layer 5 on a on streaming services and stuff, so your TV cannot decode it. So, yeah, that's just something, but there we go. Alright, it's the 2nd of December, although I did receive this yesterday, completely forgot to unbox it, and I was about to do it this morning, completely forgot, so it's now the evening. I'm not impressed that I've just sent this in basically a bag. So I'm hoping it's alright, because it is China. Looks alright. So this is a right-handed grommet mug, and it looks like it survived the journey. Though, ooh, it's had a bit of a beating there. I don't know if that is in the pictures or not, but it has had a bit of a beating. Because literally all they've sent it in is a bag. And this box, you know, is not designed and that to, you know, protect it that well, to be honest. Because, but yeah, this cost me... The weird thing is that I saw that initially on Vinted, and it showed up as £1. And I thought, oh, alright. But then when you add in the seller's fee and the postage, it came to just over £5. I was kind of umming and ahhing, and I thought, yeah, I'll get one because it was a decent condition one. In fact, let's actually open it up and have a look. If I can get the tab open. Oh, that's crap there. But yeah, it was only I only remember just to do it now because I got a message from Vinted saying you've got less than 24 hours to, you know, see if everything's all right or not. And yeah, could do with a bit of a clean. Could do with a little bit of a clean. Don't think this has been used because it's still got the little piece of paper in there. Yeah, there we go. What? Yeah. So yeah, I don't think this is being used at all, which is good. That means it's in really good condition. But yeah, just because the reason I picked this up is because one, I initially saw it for £1, but then even a £5, the price is pretty good for this, and you know, a lot of them now, some of the conditions of the ones that are being seen now are kind of varying, and yeah, the box isn't in great condition, unfortunately. Yeah, which I'm gonna have to have a look at that listing actually. I'm gonna have a. Should I look at it now? Yeah, I'll probably. Where is? Let's have a look on my tablet and see what the condition and that of it was. Because yeah, okay, so just looking at that picture, so I can see that basically it already had a cracked window, but that damage on the side there, that has occurred in transit because it's not in that picture. So yeah, I'm gonna accept the order, but I'm gonna accept the order. I'm gonna leave the feedback. mug was post. So yeah, but mug was sent. So I'm giving them 4 stars rather than 5, which I think is fair because I do like, you know, them to be in as good a condition as possible, and I'm not too happy that it's gotten a bit dinged up there, the rest of the box, because literally, you know, it's cracked even more. And again, this could have, since its nose presses almost right, presses against this bit of plastic at the front, and that, you know, it's literally one good drop away, and that from getting basically cracked. It hasn't, but you know, still not happy with that, you know, because the postage and that, like, literally just like a layer to, you know, wrap a little bit of bubble wrap or tissue paper or something around it if you're just going to send it in a bag like that. You know, put something in it, and that just give it that little bit of down, especially when the window was already cracked at the front. So yeah, I think that's lucky to have survived like that, to be honest. But still, regardless, you know, happy to have another one of them and that, because I was trying to work out. Have I got 2 or 3 left-handed grommet mugs? I think I might have 3 left-handed ones, and I had at least 2 regular right-handed ones. I think that's my 3rd right-handed one. So I've got 6 PG Tips grommet mugs, 3 left-handed, and now at least 3 right-handed ones, at least from what I remember. Yeah, the PG Tips ones. Though again, one of the left-handed ones that I did get, the original one I got, you know, I had to paint that up and that to get it, you know, looking in decent nick. And obviously afterwards I found 2 that were in... One was in perfect nick, the other one almost perfect nick. The nose had faded a little bit and that, but, you know, that's XL. But yeah, there we go, people. A little bit of a waffle on, but as I said, that's still the best grommet mug to this day. Still the best grommet mug, and that to this day, which... yeah, not that I don't like the Half Moon Bay one, but I think the Half Moon Bay one would be better if they gave Grommet his brow. And that, it just adds so much more personality to him. And that as well, plus, you know, that his head doesn't go like that. He does have a very pronounced brow. And that, so... But, yeah, there we go. Alright, it's the 4th of December. And, this was an annoying Vinted seller again who basically waited 3 hours before the expiry on sending the item. So basically they waited until the very last day and to the very last minute. Like literally, if they hadn't have sent this within 3 hours for when they did, Vinted would have just automatically gave me my money back. And also they have not packaged it particularly well. It's better than the previous grommet mug, but yeah, they've wrapped a bit of cardboard around it. Seems alright actually, thankfully. But yeah, I got this at a really good price and that. Oh, wrong way round. So this is from Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit, and this is a couple of egg cups. But yeah, these can go for quite a bit on eBay and that. And I should get Vinted up just to see how much I paid for it, because I know it was around 20 quid. And that, no, it was less than that. It was less. It was about £13, including the delivery, which isn't bad. In fact, it's really good pricing that for this. You can tell it's an older product because it comes in styrofoam, whereas obviously any modern ones and that just come in cardboard. But no, it wants to open this way apparently. So here we have Wallace. Really good likeness, and you can see it's just a little egg cup here. Comes with his hat there. The hat is a little bit top heavy because you can see here it doesn't sit flush on here. It doesn't sit completely flush because the weight of the cap here at the end is actually pushing it forward. Company information and that there. Wrong way around. So you want to know, but yeah, there's Wallace. Put this cap away. Oh no! There's a chip. There's a chip on Grommet's one. And Grommet's one wasn't put in the right way either. Here's Grommet. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Little plug hole on the bottom. Is that what's under that sticker? There's Grommet. Yeah, I'm annoyed there's a chip in that there. There you go. Yeah, I'm a bit missed at that. You can see them there in the polystyrene there, but yeah, that... Did it mention the chip? I'm going to mention that to them and see what they say about it, because yeah, it isn't mentioned there or shown in the pictures, but there is a chip in Grommet's hat, which I'm not particularly happy about. I will still keep it, and that if the worst came to worst, because you know, at least it's at the back and not at the front. But yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at that. I'll put this away for now. But yeah, particularly a lot of Curse of the Were-Rabbit stuff is particularly, you know, getting expensive, particularly around now, and that particularly with things. Doesn't say what the original price is. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go.